I'm responsible for coaching all of our talent on assignment and ensuring that they're essentially successful while they're on contract with us. So whether it's an apprentice or a generic contractor, I ensure that they have everything that they need when they're here with us at UPRO Placement and that they're well supported throughout their journey. Yeah, so multiple ways of support, whether it be, hey, look, if you need to give me a call at any time, pick up the phone, give me a call. But we do have standard contractor coaching as well as apprentice coaching. Our apprentice coaching is considered to be our professional development coaching, and it's an hour-long session each and every Wednesday. And our contractor coaching runs every 30 days, but then we also have 2-week check-ins to where we're just making sure that everything is going well on their assignments. I'm the lead talent success manager, but we have a whole team of individuals who they get wraparound the support from their onboarding stages all the way up into they either convert to full-time, extend, or roll off of contract. Our professional development hour is offered to all of our apprentices on contract with us. So what that looks like is each and every Wednesday for 1 hour, we're going over a multitude of different tips and topics and things that'll help our apprentices be successful on contract. And as a part of them being on contract with us as an apprentice, we also give them AI upskilling as well. So in our recent cohort, we had individuals who had no learning in AI go through our entire PD8 session and become upskilled and actually get an industry recognized credential through IBM that can say, hey, I'm moved past just randomly using ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini in my personal life. So our goal for all of our apprentices and their goal as well is to essentially get converted over to full time, which is why we have our professional development hour, because we want to give them the tools to show up and be effective at their job so that they can ultimately get full time employment, which can change their life. And if that's what they want, we are the engine behind them that's going to ensure that they get there. And most recently, in our last cohort, we had a 90% conversion rate from apprentice to full-time employment. Opportunity is key. I mean, little do you know, one hiring of an apprentice or a contractor who is a skills first talent, giving them that opportunity that they may not have been able to get, that one hiring decision can literally impact 3 generations to come. So it is very important that we think about how we're hiring and that we're making sure that we're getting the right qualified individuals and looking past one credential, because there is so much talent out there and our skills first talent can bring a ton of fruit to your organization if the opportunity is presented. I would say for employers, you always want to think about where the puck is going, not where it's at currently. So jumping ahead of the skills first initiative now can bring everlasting fruit to your organization, but it is going to take a shift in the mindset. But I'm telling you, skills first hiring is where we're moving towards, even if you think about the rise of self-paced learning, right? So attendance in four-year schools is starting to decline a little bit, right? And you think about how is that possible? Well, with AI, self-paced learning, there's a multitude of avenues where individuals don't have to go to traditional four-year schools to be able to get the skills to do a job. Now, what better place to come than YUPRO Placement, where we're literally a staffing firm that gives them that educational standpoint as far as it comes to upskilling. So we're not only giving them the skills to be able to do the job successfully, but we're creating the soft skills within our candidates that'll help them be able to grow not only from entry level to mid level, but essentially rise into mid level and C suite employees. So really the proof is in the pudding. We here at UPro Placement have a 92% retention rate, which generally means that if an individual is coming over to us, skills first talent, they're here to stay and they're either getting extended for an elongated contract or converted over to full time. So the best part of my job is watching a contractor or an apprentice come into UPro Placement on a 6-month contract or apprenticeship. And there's so much ambiguity on whether or not they're going to get converted to full time or get an extension of the contract at the end. And we sit through these meetings going through professional development hour or contractor coaching, and you can just see the anxiety on them. They're working so hard, they're putting their blood, sweat, and tears into everything, but you literally just don't know. And it's always so fulfilling to me when they finally get that call that, hey, we're thinking about and we're going to bring you on full time to our organization. I would say that's the best part of my job because literally that one signed offer letter for that contractor or apprentice is going to impact so many people behind it. So I love watching all that hard work paying off.